Look where we're going. We're only going to bleeding London, aren't we? I'm not as scared as I was when I went in class 2, because I'd built it up to be
on A282 for 3 miles.
something horrendous, and it is. I'm not gonna lie to you, but so it'd just be interesting because I'm longer and because of the trailer cut, and nobody gives you extra room in London, so yeah, it should be interesting. But I'm just going over the Dartford Bridge. Is it? I can never remember if it's, yes, it's over into, under, out of, isn't it? Is that the way? That's it, isn't it? It is 1:30. I started 6 o'clock this morning. Been and fetched this load just out near Ollerton. Yeah, so it's going to be tight today for both driver and work time directive.
In 2 miles, take the exit towards A206.
I love these span bridges, I really do. This thing has got no power. I know I'm running 25 tons on the back, but that's not the point. The blinking Scania I was driving the other day would have ate this for breakfast.
At the roundabout, take the second exit onto Boughton Way, A206. In 200 yards, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto A206.
Touring Business Park. $13.31.
In a quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, onto A2016.
We broke free of that traffic. I've got 2.5 miles to go. I'm not sure how to pronounce this place. Whether it's Erith or Earth, i.e. E-I. No, E-R-I-T-H. Erith? I don't know. There's a mermaid in the middle of the island. What's that all about? No, it's a fish. I guess it doesn't represent the docks or something. I don't know. And clear. It's a fish. Fishing an eel? I get the eel. Quite nice actually. It looked pretty cheesy back there, but I quite like the old mosaic thing going on. Oh yes, do approve.
Exit the roundabout onto A2016.
There's a massive...
Continue on A2016 for 1.5 miles.
I heard you your first time, alright? On the A206, back that way towards the Dartford crossing. There's a massive queue, and I've had a quick look at the map, and my alternatives are to go through central London, over the Thames, and out of London that way up the M11, and I don't fancy that either. What do? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Both will come with traffic problems, that's for damn sure, but that is a big queue back that I've just passed there. You know it's a big queue because people are out of the vehicles wandering around. You know they've been there a while. I have not a clue what it's all about though. Right, you start to see buildings that you will be familiar with now. Look for the skyline. What's that in? What's that?
In a quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Piccadilly Manaway, A2016.
Centurion! It's a mile away from here. It's another mosaic animal. What we got this time? We got an os. Derbyshire speak, that's an os. Look like some truck had to go knocking it down. Looks at the skid marks. Oh, it's not a mosaic. Hey, that's really pretty, that one. Made out of little bits of metal. Oi, who's doing the tour guide? Me or you?
300 yards at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Yelton Way.
Oh, I'm going to be delighted with that. Right. Straight over. Okay, I got the wrong lane in then. We've got my blinker on. Nice move over and this nice trucker's waiting. No, it is this way.
Exit the roundabout onto Yelton Way. Continue on Yelton Way for half a mile.
Forgive me with the space, Mrs. Astra. Right, half a mile. Centurion Business Park. Now you see, look, I'm looking at there's a line through there, and it says I'm going to leave it here. I've just spotted a little sign, tiny weedy little sign. I'm going to investigate. Okay, it's 4 o'clock and I'm not even on the M25. All the way up to Dartford this is. What a bagger. 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 Never mind. They want me to start work at 5 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, right, whatever. That ain't happening, is it? I'd have to be back for 8 o'clock. And I don't think I'll be back for 8. It's 3.5 hours drive time. So, and that's if the traffic's flowing right and all the gods are smiling on you. So I ain't gonna get back for 8 o'clock, am I? Never mind. It's 5:10 and I'm still not on the bloody M25. I'm still not even through Dartford. Hey, Dartford Channel!
We discovered this magazine. We'll get someone from there to just explain what's going on. Austin Dack.
It only took 2 hours.
How much are they, Mac? We can't say that much because they're not in the ground. It's not much of a story at the moment, but it's a developing story. Breaking news from Chippy Chat magazine, they'll let you know as soon as they get.
The origin from the island of Minorca back in 1756 and eventually ended up via France in Holland on their ships.
GPS signal
as far as I can see.
So, okay, so is that the origin? Because that's the origin of mayonnaise, isn't it? From Port Mahon.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So then the Spanish invented it. So, but were the French the first to put mayonnaise on the chips then?
Yes, although I've got lots of friends in Holland that would dispute that, and in Amsterdam that would hotly dispute that. But I am led to believe that actually they borrowed it from the French about 50 years ago, and that's how it started.
Okay, so the French invented it, but for the Dutch, it's a very important part of their culinary culture.
Completely, yeah, and they mix up all sorts of things and create all sorts of different dishes to put on their chips as we go and buy them, and everybody buys them in Holland.
And in all the different fish and chip shops around the country who take your Chippy Chat magazine, would they take mayonnaise? Would that be quite of a novel thing? Would that just be in the cities? I don't know.
They do lots have mayonnaise. Obviously, probably more in the south in London with lots of mayonnaise, but there's
another traffic jam. 6:20. 2.5 hours back to base. Oh, I'm fed up with this having to race the clock all the time, you know what I mean? If the traffic gods don't smile soon, I'm not out in simples. That's it. It's not. I mean, I get paid for queuing in traffic. There is that, but you just feel like you get nothing done. You know what I mean? Your sense of purpose disappears. I'm sure some of you will understand that. At least we're off the M25 an hour on the M1, albeit only just. Bugger! Okay, the fact that all those lights are on and it's looking dusky can tell you one thing, that I'm still on the road and it's getting on a bit. The time is coming up, oh it is, just gone 7:30. I can get back no later than 9 o'clock before my 15-hour work time runs out. So I'm not in danger, well I say that, no, I'm not in danger of running out of drive time. I've got a little bit in the bank for that. And it's work time directive that I'm going to run out. Now there's been a delay on the M1 between junctions 17 and 19, something like that. So I pulled over into that service station, used the lavatory and took a 15-minute break, and then I'm back on the road again. Hopefully by the time I get to junction 17, which is in one junction time, it should be starting to clear a bit. It's been a bad traffic day today. Normally I can manage to avoid the traffic, or I've been lucky for one reason or another, but not today. Not today. So I've got 65 miles to go, and it's saying it's going to take me an hour and 5 minutes, which it won't. It'll take me longer than that because the truck don't do 65 miles an hour, but it was 60 miles an hour. So it's definitely not going to in there. So it'll be, I'd say, about an hour and a half, which unfortunately takes me close to my limit. It'd be a real tragedy if I had to pull up somewhere for the night and I'm half an hour away. You know, there ought to be something, a rule that allows you to get home, a rule that allows you to just finish the job, you know. Half hour short, what's the difference going to make, eh? But no. One or two of you replied to my latest vlog, and a topic I raised there was POA. Well, POA are a bit like side lights on a car. Case in point, this muppet passing me now. Yeah, lights on at the rear, wonderful, wonderful. He's only got his side lights on, and he's not paying attention to what he's doing. Yeah, he's only got his side lights on at the front, so you can barely see him. The guy behind him, he's only got his front fog lights on, he's got no lights on. Put your lights on. Yeah, I've decided that POA are like side lights on a car. They're absolutely bloody useless. What's the point? The feedback I've been getting is that you put your tacho onto POA, it does not stop the clock. It's just like another rest. It's just put, honestly, I mean, maybe if you're doing international work and you're on ferries and stuff like that, but it's just an added complication. And to my mind, the drive time, your brakes and your other work is sufficient, absolutely sufficient. Doesn't need to be any more complication. So that's my view on it. They're a bit like side lights on a car, a bit bloody pointless. Because all it does is confuse people. I mean, how many old people do you see trundling around with just the side lights on because they think they've got the lights on? Because the dashboard lights up. Wonderful. I mean, what's the point of a side light? Honest? Absolutely rubbish. But the law, you got to have them. Those teeny weeny little bulbs. If they're blown, you don't get an MOT certificate. What a crap. So it's a race. Somebody's been taking the mickey out of me on my channel, turning me into an Eddie Stobart channel. Will he make it home? Da, da, da. But it has, it's just the way it goes. I don't make this stuff up. It is what it is. This is the reality of trying to get back to base. So you can get home, good night's sleep in your own bed. Yeah, will I make it? Stay tuned. What a cheeky bastard. I can't remember his name. The other day when it happened to me, I did just get home, literally 2 minutes to spare of my work time directive. Oh. I've seen something really horrible about 10 minutes ago. Going southbound on the M1, there was 2 recovery trucks. The first one went by and it got a tipper truck on the back, and the cab was absolutely mullered. I thought, bugger me, whatever that's it's hit something hard. And I thought, oh man, the chances of him getting out of that unscathed is, well, it was nil. It was proper mullered. I thought, yeah, bugger, he's hit something hard, he has. And then just behind it was another recovery truck, and towing behind that was another tipper lorry from the same company. They'd been hauling sand, like red sand, because there was red sand all over the cab and in the cab and whatnot. You can see it over the dashboard and whatnot. And that cab was well and truly mullered, and you can only surmise that the two had a coming together. Whatever, you know, that's a bad day at the office, that is. I genuinely hope that those 2 drivers managed to get away with their lives, I really do, but it didn't look bloody hopeful looking at the state of the wagons. God. You'd think these cabs would offer you more protection, but I guess it's hard to protect from this kind of inertia. You know, there's so much weight, you've got so much momentum. That's why when it goes wrong, it goes horribly wrong. And I guess secretly, every lorry driver fears it, you know, it going wrong. But boy, I feel for their families tonight, I tell you. There for the grace of God go I. But no. $60 miles. Stay tuned for another gripping episode. Hey, has anybody been watching? I tell you what I did catch the other night, and I reckon it were on Quest. I'm sure it was on Quest, and it's not a channel I always enjoy when I go on it, but it's not a channel I go to much. And there was a series called Super Trucker, and it were ace. I thought it brilliant. I'd have loved to series linked it, but I think it was the last of the series or something like that. Well, I didn't do it anyway, but yeah. So there's a heads up if you've got Sky, or I think you get Quest on Freeview though. Yeah, have a butcher's look at it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Right. I'll see you back at base, hopefully. Toodles! Toodles! See this guy next to me? ESL Fuels. Now, you can imagine that carrying a cargo like that, you would have to be super duper disciplined. Yeah? And how you drive. I don't know if you can see into his cab. He's actually using his phone whilst driving a tanker full of petrol around. Now, is it just me? Or does that seem crazy? I don't get it. Is it worth it? No, it's not worth it. Which lane do you want me on through? My lane or your lane?
In a quarter of a mile, keep right to stay on M1.
Are you going off? Are you staying on? You are going off. Good man. Oh, lovely purple boss. Be gone.
Keep right to stay on M1.
Don't change your mind now, because you'll knock me up.
Continue on M1 for 38 miles.
Leicester Forest East. It is just gone 17 minutes past 8, and Google Maps is telling me I'm going to get back at 20:45. It's 8:45, ladies and gentlemen. So there's an outside chance we're going to do this. I got 15 minutes to play with. Woo! The pedals to the metal. I like the way, you know, when you move over to let people join the carriageway, I love the way they just sit there in your blind side. You muppet, move! I reckon he heard me and dropped off. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's just good manners, right? That either you floor it and pull away, which case I can then pull in, or you the muppet. Oh, it was an Audi, fancy that. An Audi, fancy that. Or you build your acceleration after I've overtook you, allowing me to get back in. I don't care which one it is. Just don't sit and leave me hanging in the middle of the road, having to be so courteous to you. Even before I started driving a lorry, I never ever hung around near lorries. If there was a lorry next to me, I'd either floor it, get out of its way, or drop back and go around it. I wouldn't just sit there next to it. I've always had a healthy fear of the bloody things. Anyway, Will we make it? Stay tuned. Oh, it's getting exciting. 8:30, still on the M1, 16 miles away, 18 minutes. That's my target, A52, half a mile. The time is 20:42. The Google Maps has robbed me of 5 minutes. It's now telling me I've only got 10 minutes to play with.
In a quarter of a mile at junction 25, take the A52 exit to Nottingham, Derby, Ilkeston.
It's saying that I'm going to get there at 10 to 9. I don't think I'm going to make it at 10 to 9. It's not far away from this junction now, which is a godsend.
Exit at junction 25.
Oh, it's squeaky bum time! Squeaky bum time! Google Maps has just said to me, take the A52 to Nottingham, Ilkeston. Ilkeston. Otherwise known as Ilkeston. Bless her. Bardles roundabout, 2046.
Use the left lane to turn left onto Bardles roundabout and continue straight onto Brian Clough Way. Slight left towards Ilkeston Road, A6007, and turn left onto Ilkeston Road. Turn left onto Ilkeston Road, A6007. In half a mile, at the roundabout, continue straight to stay on Ilkeston Road, A6007.
2050.
Exit the roundabout onto Ilkeston Road.
Like I say, Ilkeston now.
In 50 yards, at the roundabout,
Will we make it?
continue
Will we
straight to
make
stay
it?
on Ilkeston.
2055. Can you Adam and Eve it? Only just made it.